And welcome to the second game of round 14 for the women's between the Perth Pumas and the West Coast Cobras. Now we'll just run through the team list for both sides. It's Eleanor Bates, the number 21, Sarah Ranieri wearing 3, Annie Leyland wearing number 1, Lauren Contina-Bali wearing number 2, EJ Silva wearing number 5, Ruby Walsh wearing number 30, and Christiane Astorp wearing number 46. And for the Pumas, it's Jess Jan wearing the number 9, Abby Meekins the number 8, Gabby Darbusco the number 1, Jess Byrne the number 19, Abby Woolley the number 7, and Judy Connolly the number 18. As we're about to get underway, Sarah Ranieri taking kickoff, plays it to Contina-Bali, out on the flank to Bates. Bates in the middle, flicked on by Walsh. Woolley back out to Byrne, and now with John. Byrne, Woolley back to Byrne, and the Cobras look like they're sitting back halfway. Both sides don't have the luxury of having too many substitutes on the bench. The Pumas with 6 listed on the team sheet, however, no one on the bench at the moment, so they might be anticipating a late arrival, a West Coast Cobras with only the 2. So it's going to be a hard-fought contest between two sides that are on demand at the moment, and valuable points up for grabs. Last time out, it was a 1-1 draw between the two sides. First time out, the West Coast Cobras taking it 3-1. And that ball through the middle from Woolley. Out wide is Jan, and Jan fires over this time. Leyland from the restart to Contina-Bali. Ranieri, and her ball down the line, a loose one. And Darbusco to the feet of Byrne. Abby Woolley, who featured in Goals of the Week this week for her screamer against Andino's last Friday night. That ball down the line can't be kept in by Connolly. Abby Meekins starting on the bench for the Pumas. And for the Cobras, EJ Silva and Christiane Astorp. Both sides with very strong reinforcements on the bench. And that one's brought down to the chest by Woolley to Byrne. Back out to Connolly. And down the line to Woolley. Jan at the halfway line. On the flank to Byrne, cuts inside. Byrne's got space to shoot. Plays it into Bates, who looks to the red one through for Contina-Bali. And now John. Byrne puts her foot on it. Tries to beat Contina-Bali. The Cobras press and win it back. Ranieri, Contina-Bali. And now Bates. A good ball to Ranieri. And the back row into touch. Down the line, John. Through to Leyland. Contina-Bali. Out wide and inside by Bates, but picked up by Connolly to Woolley and back to Connolly. Over the top. Ranieri wins the header. And again, Ranieri. Contina-Bali, a good ball to break the line, and the return from Ruby Walsh. A wayward ball. Darbusco. Out wide to Connolly. And now just Byrne, a loose touch. Astrup. Bates. Looking for Conti, but the pass too high. And Dabusco looking for the feeder burn. One by John. Eleanor Bates wins it back for the Greens, and just John will take the kick in. Woolley. And she goes back to her keeper, Dabusco now. And the long ball. Silver on now, Astrup on. Pumas still yet to sub. Silver turns. Lays it off to Astrup. And now Eleanor Bates, the ball through, looking for Silver's run. Dabusco to Woolley. Down the line. Connolly looks to turn Astrup. She stands tall. Kontinabali to Bates. Kontinabali now. The 1-2 with Astrup's good. She's got Woolley to beat and runs out of real estate as Connolly comes off. Meekins on. Meekins, the major threat up top for the Pumas. She can turn the game on its head within a couple of moments. Abby Meekins. Kontinabali fires to the left of Dabusco's goal. Meekins flicked over. Burn in the middle. Does well. And now Meekins through to Woolley. Flicked onto John. John with the reverse ball looking for Meekins, but the number 8 couldn't get there in time. It's a side ball for the Cobras. Kontinabali. And her ball across the court looking for Silver as we see Walsh straight back on. John out wide, Meekins. Woolley. Burn across the court to Meekins. And now Burn. Back post ball, looking for Woolley. Flicked on by John, back heel by Burn to Meekins. And John again in the middle. Woolley flicks it on. John gets the better of Silver. And Woolley didn't continue her run. Kontinabali to Astrup. And down the line to Silver. And back out Walsh. Looking for Conti in the middle. And Dabusco to the feet of Woolley, who goes long to Meekins up top at pivot. Meekins cuts in nicely. Leyland saves. First chance of the game so far. Kontinabali. And the ball looking through for Silver, cut out by Meekins. Now with Burn. Burn. Walsh getting a toe in, straight to Dabusco. And now again with Burn. Cuts inside. John. Woolley. Burn continues to run. It's a good ball by Woolley. And Burn scooping that one to the back post. John couldn't get the head on it. And Ranieri back on. Kontinabali having her first break of the match. And down the line by Ranieri, looking for Astrup, a loose ball. Dabusco flicked on. One by John. John does well. Burn now. Woolley. And Meekins back rolls it. Woolley looks to go through the legs. Ranieri, a good challenge, poor pass. Meekins, Byrne, goes back to Meekins. And lays it off down the line to Woolley. Meekins back to Woolley again. And inside, flick forward, John, but saved by Leyland. They've got a corner. Byrne with the toe poke. Just missing the far post after taking a deflection on the way. And in the middle, headed away by Ranieri. And Byrne looking for that back post, blocked by Ranieri once again.
Back post is open.
Meekins looks for the volley, mishits it. And now a chance for the Cobras. Astorp's lurking at the back post. Walsh cuts inside. Silva. Ranieri in the middle, hits the heel of Silva. She's found her way through. Silva, is there a push in there? Referee says no. And Woolley, Astorp wins it. Silva, first time out to Walsh, and now Astorp, through ball. Walsh, Del Busco saves. And Astorp puts it into touch. Best chance of the game so far for the Cobras. Connolly, good change of pace. Out wide to Meekins. Continues to run, just Connolly. Silva defends well. Connolly gets it back. Woolley at the halfway line. Out wide to Byrne. Inside, looking for Meekins' run. We're on the same page there as Eleanor Bates comes on for Silva. 12 minutes gone. Neither side yet to find that opening goal. Ranieri bursting forward at pace. The through ball. Walsh hits the post and cleared away by Woolley. It's the closest they've come so far, the Cobras. Inches away from the opener. And Bates, she hits it on the left foot. Saved at the near post by Del Busco. Byrne down the line. It's a good ball. Connolly couldn't get her footing right. Walsh has space to turn. Eleanor Bates is on the outside. The ball's too heavy. And it's Cobras wanting to call the timeout. Byrne. Ranieri gives it away. Connolly. Byrne. Back to Connolly. Beats Ranieri. Woolley's on the left. Woolley looks for the back post. And now it will be a timeout for the West Coast Cobras. We'll have a look at some of the goals of the week and be back in just a moment. And we're about to get back underway. It'll be Walsh, Bates, Astrup, and Kontinabali to take the court for the Cobras. Connolly, Meekins, Byrne, and Woolley for the Perth Pumas. Leyland and Jabusco in net for the respective sides. And Leyland will restart. Kontinabali in the middle to Walsh, who looks for the 1-2 down the line, but it was never on. Connolly. And flicked down the line by Woolley, blocked by Kontinabali. Dalbusco out wide. Connolly in the middle. Woolley first time inside. Kontinabali. Astor. Bates. And Kontinabali, a loose touch. And over the top, it's a good ball. Woolley's in behind. Leyland makes the save. Woolley got no power behind the shot. Bates, the reverse ball, almost fighting Kontinabali. It was a good interception by Connolly, who's on the attack herself now. Burns on the left of her. She goes for the shot herself, blocked by Bates. And now Meekins dribbling inside. Spills out to Woolley. Stretch it out wide to Byrne in the middle. Meekins touch, lets her down. She was being pressed, and now Astorp. Astorp plays it forward. A good touch on the heel by Connolly. Meekins, they've got a 2-on-1. Walsh gets back and saves it from going out for the corner as well. Good defending there from Ruby Walsh. And a weak effort from Woolley, blocked by Walsh once again. In the middle, intercepted by Kontinabali. The Cobras on the counter-attack themselves now. Meekins picks it up, resets with Byrne, over the top. It's a good ball into the corner. Connolly not tall enough. Leyland, a good long throw. Astor wants it up top. She wins the header. Now Bates misses the ball in the first attempt. Picks it up on the second. Kontinabali flicked on by Astorp and through to Dalbusco. And Dalbusco, it's a darting long throw. A great one to pick out Connolly, and she's in behind. That's a great finish from Connolly. An even better throw from Dalbusco. And the Perth Pumas score the opener just on the brink of halftime. Actually, there is 6 minutes still to go, but Leyland got a touch on it. Couldn't stop it from going in. A great throw from Dalbusco, though. Reacting quickly to read the game and inch perfect to pick out Connolly, who had an excellent first touch and cut onto that right foot. It's never going to miss from there. And Bates, and that's another chance for the Pumas. A good tackle by Bates. And Meekins wins it off Kontinabali and fires behind for a corner. Byrne. Connolly, another shot from her, blocked by Kontinabali. Connolly out wide to Byrne. And back to Connolly. Woolley, Meekins. Still Meekins. Connolly. Inside to Meekins. Wants the 1-2. Loses out. Silver's on the attack now. A good tackle by Woolley. Winning the ball. However, it's behind for a Cobra sideline kick. Kontinabali to Astorp. Astorp wants it again. A great ball to the back post by Bates. And Astorp's there. What a save, though. Dalbusco getting down low. Astorp leaves for Bates. A good effort again this time. Caught by Dalbusco. Burn in the middle. Connolly. A tackle coming in by Astor. Connolly to Burn. Across to Meekins. And to the back post now. Out wide to Burn. And Burn, the 1-2, looking for the link-up play with John. They've got the side ball high up the court. Meekins receives in the middle, back heels out to Burn. And now John down the line to Burn. She reaches and can't get there. Astorp. Kontinabali. Looks down the line, picked up by Meekins. Pumas have numbers forward now. Burn in the middle. Connolly, but cleared away by Silver. And looks like they will have a corner. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock now. Pumas lead the Cobras by a solitary goal. And it's a good touch from Connolly. Ball still alive here. Spills out to Kontinabali, who's on the attack herself now. Loses out to Burn. Picked up by Meekins. Still Meekins, and it's a great finish. Abby Meekins with the toe poke. Doubles the advantage. This time it is on the brink of half-time, and the Cobras' job gets twice as big. And just driving through the middle there, wasn't shut down by anyone, and a neat finish with the toe poke into the corner. Kontinabali across the court, and in between two players, there a bit of a lack of offensive communication, perhaps. Ranieri, a strong challenge. Bates out wide. Kontinabali. Ranieri looks over the top. One by Meekins, who's looked lively, and Connolly on the left. Back post. Chance hit the post from point blank range. It's still a chance here. Can they get it on the second attempt? Cobra scramble and get it away. And Leyland making the save, but not the most convincing one at that. A good touch from Silva to keep it in. And Bates. Ranieri goes in. Silva cleans up. Kontinabali headed by Woolley. And now Jan. Connolly looking to go through the legs to Ranieri. Meekins under pressure, plays it out, and the 1-2 works. Meekins with Kontinabali to beat. Woolley's on the overlap. Looks to lay off the number 7, but the ball a bit behind her run. And Bates coming off. Walsh on. And Connolly being pressed by Silva. And it's a corner.
He's lining up the shot.
Inside the final minute. The Cobras need a response. Ranieri's effort wasn't far away. Kontinabali, got to be careful at the back here. Ranieri, first time ball down the line to Silva. However, it trickles out on the way through. And Woolley. Meekins. A missed touch. Ranieri. Good ball in the middle. Ruby Walsh links up well with Ranieri, who's got a chance here. She's out wider than she would have liked, and it's been given away. Meekins, clean through on goal. But a good save by Leyland. Stop the damage getting any worse. Ranieri, got to be careful. Given away again. And now Connolly's driving forward at pace. Kontinabali under pressure. Clears only as far as Meekins. Blocked by Ranieri. Still alive for Connolly. And it looks like that's half-time. 2-0 to the Perth Pumas. Abby Meekins and Judy Connolly, the two first half goal scorers.
Some very dangerous
We'll have a quick ad break and we'll be back in a moment. And as the second half gets underway, it's Connolly to take kickoff to Burn. Burn ball forward, spilled by Astorp. And now a chance for John. Blocked by Bates, flicked on by Walsh. Silva holds it and gives it to Astorp. Bates. And a loose touch by Walsh. John, back to Dalbusco. And Dalbusco long, brought down nicely by Burn. Connolly. John, back to Connolly. And down the line, it's a good ball for Woolley, who's got Bates to beat. Cross the court for Burn. And now Connolly, first time by John, picked up by Astorp. A 3-on-2 for the Cobras. Out wide, Walsh looks for the back post. It takes a deflection off John on the way. And they'll get the ball back from the sideline. Astorp with the toe poke. Saved by Dalbusco. It's spilled out. No one was there and Green to tap it in. And now Connolly with the nutmeg. With another one, Connolly. What a goal this would be. Woolley in the corner. Can she pull it back? That's an amazing goal there. Connolly started the move and ended the move. And it's 3-0 to the Perth Pumas. Definitely going to be in goal of the week, that one. We'll have a look at it back. We don't see the initial build-up play, but a couple of nutmegs and plays it out wide to Woolley in the corner, who squared it back to Connolly. An emphatic goal.
Straight in the fifth man.
And Cobras straight into fly keeper.
Nothing to lose.
The earlier the better. A 3-goal deficit isn't inconceivable, but they definitely will need some time to come back from it. Eleanor Bates out wide. Bates again. And that one taking out John in the process. She gets up. Bates, they've got to be patient. Silva into the corner. Astorp. To Silva. And Bates. Walsh. They're going to sit in this defensive diamond, the Perth Pumas. Happy to sit back nice and deep and block anything that comes their way. And now they've got a chance for a shot if they can be efficient. Woolley goes for it. Woolley didn't miss by much. It's a smart bit of thinking there by Uppy Woolley. And after the Cobras get away with one there. They're going straight back into the fifth man. Silva to Bates. And back across. Silva. Astor. Back post ball. And no one got there. It's taken no touch on the way through, which means that the Pumas get it back. And they flick that one forward. It rolls out up the other end. Silva under pressure. Touch a little heavy. Now they can take it quickly and score into the empty net. John. Cobras get back in numbers just in time. And a loose touch. Silva picks it up. Ball inside, blocked by John. And now it's picked up by Bates, who goes out wide to Walsh. Walsh loses out to Woolley. It's a 2-on-1 for the Pumas. And it's been parried by Leyland, but she collects on the second attempt. And they go fifth man once again. This time Leyland subbing off to the bench. Ranieri playing the fly keeper. Bates. Silva. To Bates. Into the corner. And cleared away. Bates across the court. Silva into the corner. Ranieri looking across the face of goal. She shoots it out. And Byrne picking up the yellow card. Didn't step back in time. Trying to stop the Cobras from taking the sideline ball quickly. And now they'll have an indirect free kick. Bates. Out wide, Silva, back post ball. A bit too tall for Ranieri. Leyland back to the D. And Leyland coming up for this one. Walsh. Silva, Leyland, gives it away, pressing it up high, Leyland. And they go for the shot, but a rather weak one at that. Into the corner, Leyland. And that ball scooped past the back post. Del Busco, a long throw. And that one has gone behind. Leyland will get it back. Silva in the middle. Astorp, the 1-2. Silva's in behind. Astorp. A scuffed effort, but it's more promising for the Cobras. A well-worked organic chance. As Gabby Del Busco. She looks to go long. Walsh chests it down and has to put it into touch in the end. Woolley was coming in flying. Now Meekins out wide to Byrne. First time ball out to Woolley. Back post. Meekins is there. Chance in the middle. Meekins holds it and goes back to Byrne. Woolley hits the crossbar. It's a good effort by Abby Woolley. A finesse shot, almost catching the Cobras out. And 13 minutes left on the clock. Bates. Astorp to Bates. They're going to need to dig deep, the West Coast Cobras. We've seen comebacks like this in past, but it's not going to be easy. They're pressing that one in the corner. Woolley's done well, and Ranieri's tumbled over there. It is a West Coast Cobras ball. In fact, no, it is a Perth Pumas ball. Ranieri hurries on her line. Woolley plays it forward. Meekins controls nicely. A couple to beat. And she's got the foul there, Meekins. Woolley shoots from range. Good save by Ranieri, the makeshift keeper. Walsh. And they get away with one there, the Cobras. They're playing with it dangerously at the back. Kontinabali evades a few challenges. Now it's given away. They've got to apply pressure to the ball and do. Ranieri to Walsh, rather. And now it's Eleanor Bates. The ball to the back post. Ranieri. Saved by Del Busco. It's a good save at that. And they're going to get a second bite of the cherry here, but this time John blocks. Ranieri. Astorp now. She can hit them. Opts to go across to Bates instead. Inside to Walsh. And now Astorp. The toe poke. Deflected on the way. Del Busco wants to shoot that one into the roof. The Cobras will get it back just inside the halfway. Eleanor Bates, she's got a killer left foot and can pick out that decisive ball. And so can Christiane Astorp. Bates, a great effort. Kontinabali on the follow-up, saved by Del Busco. That was a save by Del Busco. Referees missed the touch and is claiming that Kontinabali missed it. They don't get a corner. That ball over the top. Bates has won it back. A good cross-court ball and flicked on. The last 5 or so minutes have looked better for the Cobras. However, they're still yet to create an imprint on the scoreline. 3-0 they trail, 10 minutes to go. And Bates, back to Astorp. Out wide to Walsh. And back in the center to Astorp. Bates, down the line. Kontinabali, back out to Bates. And it's given away cheaply. Del Busco's going to have a chance to shoot. However, a poor effort. They'll get it again. Astorp. Bates, back to Astorp. Bates, Astorp, back post ball, Leyland. Can't apply at the finishing touch. Woolley, toe pokes it, out of bounds. Kontinabali, Astorp. Kontinabali again. Bates, a bit of a loose ball. Cleaned up though. Astorp, Kontinabali. She's got time and space. Can drive forward and shoot. It's a great save by Del Busco. And Meekins is battling for it with Bates. They get the ball. The Pumas, and they want to take it quickly. However, Bates smartly clears it away, so they can't. Ranieri claims, and now Astorp, the Cobras, with all the possession since they've gone into the power play. Astorp, and that's intercepted. It's given away. Connolly, can she add to her tally? Not quite. The shot off target. And Ranieri will come up once again. There's under 8 minutes left now. The Cobras have to get it moving and quickly. And the shot on the follow-up. Save from Del Busco out for a corner. Walsh to Kontinabali. And Bates trying to work the angle to shoot. Astorp back to Bates. Given away. And now it's a chance for Connolly if she can keep it in. Burn. Astorp gets back well. And they've done well to get away with that one there, the Cobras. The rolling foul called. All right, so timeout rather. And we'll have a quick break and be back in a moment. And we're about to get underway. The West Coast Cobras with the ball from the side. They're straight back into the fly keeper shape. They've got to look to claw back this deficit. Currently stands at 3-0. Kontinabali playing the fixer role for the Cobras at the moment. Bates down the line. It's a good ball. Astor back out to Bates. Across to Silva. Kontinabali. And in the corner, Astor can't beat Connolly. Darbusco goes long. Good touch by Meekins to control it. Back out to Byrne. Connolly. Byrne. The Cobras press high now. Byrne evades the challenge. The 1-2 with John. The Silva marshals Byrne well. And Kontinabali to Astor, across the court to Silva. And now Bates into the corner, across the face of goal. And now a chance for Byrne. But Astor does really, in fact it was Bates rather that did really well and won it back for the Cobras. Kontinabali, got to be patient. Astor, what can she do? Across the court, Bates. Astor lays it off to Kontinabali. Back out wide to Silva. Hesitates for a moment there. Across the face of goal. And it took a deflection on the way through. Ranieri couldn't react in time to add the finishing touch. Bates. Kontinabali. Astor. Ranieri. Bates controls it. And Bates fires. Deflection. EJ Silva's there. And surely, but it's Darbusco again. Meekins, they've got no keeper. A great last-ditch effort. But now Meekins is away. However, she loses her footing. Astorp. And down the line, Bates can work the back post. Darbusco claims it. Is she going to have her shot? Not on this occasion. Byrne. Connolly. John. Back to Connolly. A ball diagonally across the court to Byrne. Wants Connolly to pick it up. Keeps it herself instead. John. Connolly, who's played excellently today, and so has Abby Meekins. Connolly, the 2 goals. Abby Meekins scored the other, and now Astor. Kontinabali's on the left. Back inside to Astor. Astor cuts inside. Good ball in the corner to Kontinabali, who looks for Ranieri, but she gets the shot awfully wrong. Now they've got to get somebody on their goal line, the Cobras. Pumas choose to keep possession instead. Meekins. Jan. Byrne. Connolly. First time ball. Now Leyland back on for the 5th man. With 3 minutes left, it might just be slipping away from the West Coast Cobras. The Pumas' early goals might have been enough to see this game out. They haven't scored for the last 15 or so minutes since the Cobras have been playing 5th man. They've really been on top, but it was all a little too late. They've got the corner though, however. Silvers made the run to find Astor. Astor strong for options, really. Leyland into the corner. Walsh can't get her touch right. It was a ball at an awkward height from Leyland. That one just given away cheaply there by John. Had a bit more time to assess her options. Astor to Silva. Silva finds Kontinabali. Leyland's in the corner. Kontinabali opts in the middle for Silva instead. And now Astor. Toe poke is a good hit. And flicked on by John. The Cobras get it back. They've got to start taking risks now, the Cobras. They've got to try and pepper Dalbusco's goal, even if it maybe costs them a goal in the end. At this rate, they're just going to go down 3-0. Astor wins it back. Meekins misses the empty net. So you can say they got away with that one there, the Cobras. An unlikely miss from a player of Meekins' caliber. Just rushed the shot there a little bit. Astor. They've got to roll the dice. The final 90 seconds stop clock as well. So every time the ball goes out, they can take their time to set it up. Astorp into the corner. Silva back out. Kontinabali fires. Dalbusco's alert again. What a game she's having, Gabby Dalbusco. She'll be a contender for man of the match, that's for sure. A woman of the match, I should say. As Astorp, a shot like that isn't going to cut it. Good touch from Meekins. Flicks it over Walsh. Meekins wants a one-on-one. Offside for Jan, but an uncharacteristic loose ball. A minute 17 left. Cobras still going at it. And Kontinabali to Silva. Ranieri across. Kontinabali, back post. Ranieri, a great save again, but it's still alive for the Cobras. However, Dalbusco gathers on the second attempt. She's unbeatable today, unstoppable. And Woolley 53 seconds left. It's a long road back now for the Cobras. It's almost inconceivable, you'd think. Walsh and valuable seconds are getting run down off the clock. And the Pumas have a corner. No keeper in net so far. Silva has Conti on the right. A good ball to find her. Kontinabali looks to turn inside. Defended well by John. And that'd be a game, you think. Pumas just happy to keep possession and run the clock down. Cobras being encouraged to press. They've won it back. Silva, she's still battling. Ball rebounds all over the place. Meekins beats Astorp, and still Meekins. She's got the makeshift keeper and Ranieri in net to beat. But Ops out for Woolley. And inside the final 10 seconds, it's going to be a Perth Pumas victory. Judy Connolly's brace, along with the singular goal from Abby Meekins, is enough for a comfortable victory. Pumas played very well today and earned it thoroughly as that shot goes in with 3 seconds of stop clock remaining. And Ranieri probably just going to hoof it long. And that's the final whistle. Pumas win 3-0. Just having a look through some of the stats, it was the Cobras with the majority of possession, 61% to 39%. And the Cobras with 23 shots, 19 on target. The Pumas with 15 shots, 10 on target. So the scoreline doesn't necessarily paint a fair reflection of the game. Cobras just not being clinical in front of goal, really. But nevertheless, it was an entertaining match and a valuable 3 points for the Pumas, which really opens up the top 4. We'll have one game's break and be back in an hour's time with all the coverage from the Men's Supa-Liga and the final game of the night.